Happy Sunday everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda and today I'm gonna walk you through my full handbag collection. And I do have a feeling this will be quite a lengthy video, so do sit back, relax, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's just have a chat all about my handbags. And just to preface this video, I have been collecting handbags for quite a few years, and this collection is something I've curated, like I said, over the years. So it's not something I bought just in this year, so do bear that in mind. Also, this is by no means meant to be braggy in any way. Without further ado, let's just jump right into my designer handbag collection. Let's start with Louis Vuitton. So my Louis Vuitton bags are on the top shelf, so you can't see them in the background, so it's a little bit of a surprise, right? That's fun. Just to start off with the most basic handbag of them all, I do have a Louis Vuitton Neverfull. This one is obviously in the monogram. I have worn this quite a bit, so the vachetta leather has patinaed quite a bit. This used to be kind of my gym bag. I'm not sure if I should really say that because I don't know if people wear these as gym bags, but I mean, this bag is just so convenient. I mean, you can fit all of it in there. It's obviously canvas, so you don't really have to worry about any scratches on leather or anything like that, right? Personally, I do really like the patinaed look on the leather straps. This is just a great grab and go bag. This is the size. But yeah, I've had this one for years and years. Very practical bag and one that I will not part ways with. So sticking with Louis Vuitton, I also have a speedy bandolier. This is in the 30 size, obviously in the damier ébène. I have taken off one piece of the strap because I think this bag just looks so effortless when you throw it over your bag. Originally the strap is a lot longer, right? I think this look is so cool. I saw a girl on YouTube taking off a piece of her strap as well. And after that, I was like, wow, that's such a great idea. I have to do that too. Obviously, I have the piece of the strap as well. So I can attach this, obviously, and then I get a longer strap. But I mean, this bag, also a great grab and go bag. Obviously, it's canvas. It does have the treated leather on the handles and the strap. It won't patina like the Neverfull does. I mean, like I said, I like the patinaed look, so that's not an issue for me. But I also like the kind of more low-key aesthetic of the damier ébène. And for the people who aren't as deep down into the luxury community as you and I are, I mean, they may not even know that this is a designer bag, right? Because with the Louis Vuitton monogram, I feel like everyone knows that that's a designer bag and that's very recognizable, right? But with the damier ébène, with the kind of checkered pattern, I feel like it's not as obviously a designer bag. So if I need to look a bit more low-key, like I said, just fling this one over my shoulder. Great, like, cool girl look, right? So yeah, Louis Vuitton speedy bandolier. Great bag, love it very much. And just to mention, I mean, one bag that is on my wish list right now from Louis Vuitton is the Louis Vuitton Capucine, especially like the super tiny, I think it's the mini size. I think that bag is so cute. I'll pop a little picture up of it, and I think that one is such a classic style. It's very like low-key and a timeless bag that you cannot go wrong with. Obviously, I don't have it in my collection, but I am keeping my eyes peeled for that type of bag. So moving on to a brand that I only have one bag from, it's MCM. It's one of those brands that is not as overexposed in the luxury fashion scene, I feel. And the bag I have is the MCM Mila in the medium size. Obviously, mine is in this gorgeous dark blue shade with a contrasting lighter blue detailing to it. This bag, to be honest, I don't use a lot. It is, however, one that I really like having in my collection. I think the history of MCM is so interesting. It's not one of those brands like Louis Vuitton that has been around since the 1800s, right? But I think it was founded in like 1970, but in the 80s it was worn by so many celebrities, then the brand kind of died out. It got a reappearance early 2010s or something like that. And I don't know, I think they just make gorgeous bags. Like I said, I don't use a lot, but when I use it, I'm like, wow, this is such a gorgeous bag. And just looking at it now, I mean, it makes me happy. But why I don't use it a lot is probably, I mean, mean, it's kind of my fault. I should have bought the larger size, and this one unfortunately cannot fit my laptop. Also, I mean, it's a top handle bag, so I usually just put it in the crook of my arm or fling it over my shoulder like so. But what's kind of awkward about this bag is that this strap just slides off my shoulder, and if I put it crossbody, it's on such an awkward length. Like, what is this? This is not okay for a shoulder strap. Yeah, don't wear this one crossbody. Don't wear it a lot in general, but it's a very cute bag. It makes me happy having it on my shelf, and this color is just everything, right? So only bag from MCM that I have. Would love to have an MCM bag in a monogram as well. Don't know which one, but I'm kind of casually browsing the pre-loved market for an MCM bag in a monogram canvas. But yeah, MCM, cool brand, love this bag. Let's move on. So now let's move on to my Mulberry bags. So this is my Mulberry Alexa in plaster pink, I think it was called, with rose gold hardware. This was actually my first designer handbag. I bought it back when I don't remember how old I was, but I was definitely in high school, because I remember bringing this bag to school, having my first generation iPad in there. It was in the time where, you know, Ray-Ban aviator sunglasses were everything. I don't wear it that much nowadays, and I've had it for such a long time, and sometimes I just bring it out for old time's sake, right? But I never see myself parting with it, and this is one that I'm thinking I will make an effort to bring out this spring. I think this bag is just so cute, and in this kind of pinky shade, I think it makes for a great springtime bag. So the next Mulberry bag in my collection is one that I have reviewed on this channel, so I'll link that video up in the cards. It's my Mulberry Basewater satchel in this chocolate brown color with the aged gold hardware. It has a crossbody strap as well. This is, like I said in that review, it's one of my most used handbags. I love it. I wear it a lot. I've had it since 2013. I've worn it on like a weekly basis almost ever since I got it, right? So it's just a great workhorse, comfortable bag to carry. Not much else to say about it. And if you want to know more about this bag, go watch that review. Thank you. So the last Mulberry bag in my collection is this tote bag. It's in this black color. It's in a very smooth leather. I think it's called Napa leather. Can that be correct? Mulberry lovers, let me know in the comments down below. It is in the aged gold hardware. It has the braided handles. This bag I've had, I think I got it maybe in 2012, something like that, so 10 years ago. I did wear it a lot in university. I think this is a great travel bag. It has been on all the floors you can imagine, but it's still looking in great condition. I obviously do take care of my handbags, but I don't baby them that much, right? But yeah, this Mulberry tote, great bag, love it. Don't wear it as much as I probably should, so this video is a great reminder for me to bring it out more often. Now, before we move on to the bags that you actually can see in my background, I wanted to take a moment to talk about one bag, a brand that I'm not sure if people would actually classify as kind of luxury bags, right? But for me, it's still a designer bag, and it's a bag that I love and use quite a lot. And it's my Stella McCartney Falabella Mini or Falabella Crossbody or something like that. It's obviously in this gorgeous maroon color. It has the gunmetal chain, and it's obviously in vegan leather because that's kind of the whole point with Stella McCartney, right? I think this is a great bag. It fits more than you would expect. It's just one big compartment in there, and it has this little zipper compartment in there as well. I kind of bought this bag, to be honest, because I mean, most of my bags are very obviously designer bags, right? I mean, they have a logo on them, and sometimes I feel like, especially going out at night, if I'm gonna be in areas which I don't know that well, then I may not want to have one of these kind of Saint Laurent bags or a Prada bag or something like that, right? Because I feel like that can make me more of a target if I'm gonna walk somewhere late at night. That's a whole different topic, so let's not go into that in more detail, but that's kind of why I bought this bag. I wanted something that it's very low-key, still is kind of a designer handbag, which I can appreciate, right? Stella McCartney Falabella bag in this maroon color. Really love it. Wear it quite a lot actually, and would highly recommend. So let's move on to one of my all-time favorite brands, and it's Saint Laurent. I'm gonna include this as one bag, even though it's too, but it's this Saint Laurent chain envelope bags in the smaller size. They obviously work well as kind of evening clutches, right? I mean, I said this in the video about my most used handbags of 2021. I mean, depending on the color of my outfit on that day, usually pop one of these in my work bag and have it as kind of a wallet slash, I mean, if I have to go on an errand or something, I just pull out the bag from my actual work bag, pull out the strap, crossbody it, and run my errands, right? I mean, these are literally the best handbags ever. Before buying these, I did kind of look at wallet on chains from Chanel. I mean, since buying these, I have not looked at a wallet on chain from Chanel ever since, because I just find these bags so wearable. I love the kind of chevron stitching on them. Very versatile bags, love them very much. Obviously have two and use them a lot. So if you made it this far into the video and you're still enjoying it, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you stick around for my upcoming videos all about fashion and luxury accessories. So the next bag in my collection from Saint Laurent is my Saint Laurent Sac de Jour Nano. This one I have talked about on my channel previously, even made a full-on review about it. It's in this croc embossed black leather. It has silver hardware, even though, I mean, there's not much hardware on it apart from like feet and a little bit on the crossbody strap, right? This is one of my most used handbags. I highly recommend you look into one of these bags, especially in the nano size. I think it's just such a classic, timeless piece that you can never go wrong with. I find it very hard wearing, especially because of the croc embossed leather. And yeah, it's just such a chic, timeless piece that I wear on a weekly basis. I can never see myself parting with it. Actually would love to have more Saint Laurent Sac de Jours, but do we really need this many bags, Amanda? You have one that you really love, so don't go out buying more of the same one, right? Right? No, but moving on. Great bag. Yeah, Saint Laurent just seems to get it very right on stylish but still useful and kind of practical bags, right? So let's move on to the next one. So the next Saint Laurent bag in my collection, I actually realized that I forgot to kind of make all pretty for this video. But maybe that can work as kind of a public service announcement for velvet bags, because I mean, as you can see, it kind of looks like it has two ears right now, right? And that's actually how I store it, because I know. Or maybe let's just talk first about what this actually is. So this is a forest green Saint Laurent sunset bag in the small size. It's obviously in this gorgeous velvet, and it is in the aged gold hardware. Velvet bags, tricky topic, right? I mean, they're so gorgeous, but are they actually practical? Not really. But sometimes style goes before practicality, at least in my world. And that's why this bag has these little ears right now. When I store this bag, to not give it kind of markings from the actual chain on the velvet. You know, these tiny socks for like ballerina shoes, right? I did go out and buy a pair of these. So I store it with these socks wrapped around the chain strap. But before videos, usually remove the socks from the bag because it just looks a little bit weird. But now it worked as a public service announcement, so everything has a reason, right? But here we have her in all her glory. For me, this is more of a special occasion bag. I do wear it mainly kind of around the fall, holiday, winter season. But as you know, I live in Sweden, right? And here it's dark and cold for like the majority of the year. So this bag, I mean, since I live in this climate, it actually gets quite a lot of use. I do wear it out like in the weekends for shopping and stuff like that as well. I do care for the velvet, and if you want a video on how to care for velvet bags, I can make that, because I think having a velvet bag is kind of like having a problem child, right? You need to take care of it, because if you don't, it's just gonna be ratchet and it's not gonna be a good look. Don't know how that relates to a problem child, but you know, here we are. But yeah, really love this bag. I think it's such a gorgeous piece. I do wear it quite a lot, even though it's kind of a niche look. And I just love this forest green color as well, and it fits seamlessly into my wardrobe. So those were all of my Saint Laurent bags. Let's just have a sip of water. Are you still here? Claps for you if you are, because this is a long video. And now you see the next bag here. The next bag I'm gonna talk about, or the next bags I'm gonna talk about, are my Prada bags, obviously. This is my mini Prada here. Made a review about this one as well. It comes with a wristlet, it comes with a crossbody strap. This is one that I wear a lot, almost on a weekly basis. I feel like I say that about all my bags, but the ones I say that about are the ones that I wear a lot. So not lying, just wearing a lot of designer handbags a lot of the time. But this bag, one of my most loved, one of my most used. I've already talked about this for 18 minutes straight on my channel, so if you want to know more about this Prada here, go watch that video. My second and final Prada handbag in my collection is my Prada double. This is in the large size. This one I mentioned in my most used handbags of 2021. It's my work bag. It's one of the bags that, I mean, it just delivers, and it's just the perfect bag, and I think it looks so chic. This bag literally makes me happy on a daily basis when I walk to work. It makes me feel so stylish. It makes me feel so grown up and so important, right? So it's just a lovely bag. It has this gorgeous red interior. I think I'm gonna make a review especially for this bag, because I think this is one of the bags that just don't get enough love in the luxury handbag scene, and I am gonna make a video talking more about it. But yeah, obviously, gorgeous bag. Go get yourself one if you want a chic work bag. And that's all the rambling I'm gonna do about my Prada double. So let's move on to the bags you've probably all been waiting for. The Birkins. So I have two Hermès Birkins. This is in the gold on gold with light stitching. It's in the 35 centimeter size. It's a vintage one, so I actually bought it pre-loved. I have had it in for a spa at Hermes to kind of touch up the corners and make them look all perfect again. I don't wear it as much as it probably deserves to be worn, but I do wear it sometimes to work. But I am kind of one of these people who don't really feel like Hermès Birkins are work bags, because I mean, I work in a business casual environment. Coming into the office with a Birkin might be a little bit a lot, you know? So also worth mentioning, this is in the Epsom leather. So it is one of the more kind of firm and durable leathers. I do like how well the Epsom leather Birkin holds its shape. I mean, if we look on the side of it, it's still perfect, right? And this is one that was produced in the early 2000s. So I mean, it's not a new bag, but it's still so gorgeous, and it's one that I really cherish in my collection. So my next Hermes bag is also a Birkin. I only have Birkins from Hermes. I would love to have a Kelly as well, but honestly, I think the Birkin is where it's at for me personally, because I think this is just such a classic look. It's so timeless. It's so iconic. I just love the look of a Birkin. This one is in black leather with gold hardware. It's in Togo leather, so it doesn't hold its shape as well as the Epsom leather, I must say. I am a lot more careful of how I stuff this one so that it won't lose its shape. And I'm kind of looking into potentially buying kind of like a bag organizer for this one, because I think that would help it hold its shape better, but I'm not sure which brand of bag organizers to get. So if you know about bag organizer brands and which ones are the best, please let me know in the comments. And like I said, I do keep this one stuffed so that it doesn't lose its shape. So, but when I actually wear it, this is how I wear it. So I usually don't wear my Birkins closed, because like for a shopping trip or something like that, you're gonna bring out your wallet, and then you have to kind of undo the fastening and kind of open the bag and take out your wallet. I mean, that is just a process. I usually wear it open. I do actually prefer this way of wearing it as well, because I feel like the bag looks a little bit younger when it's worn open, and it looks very formal when it's worn closed, right? So yeah, usually wear it open. This is one of the bags that I will never get rid of. I bought this one, I think when I turned 20 or something like that, so it's quite a few years ago. I'm not gonna say exactly how many years ago, because you don't need to know how old I am. This bag is obviously just a beauty. Yeah, very thankful that I have these bags in my collection. I think we're on to the last brand now. We actually kind of made it, guys. claps. So first we will talk about my little delicate small Chanel double flap. She is in this gorgeous chocolate brown color. I mean, I could just eat this one up. It looks like a chocolate bar. I promise I won't. This one is actually produced in 1994, so it's definitely vintage. I have kept it in great condition, if I do say so myself. This is, for me, definitely a special occasion bag. It has the gold hardware with the actual stamping on it, so it's actual gold, right, and not the cheaper version which Chanel does now. That's why I love vintage Chanel pieces. I mean, the quality is just gorgeous. I feel like this belongs in a museum. It's that pretty. It obviously has the double chain strap. Just look at that bag. It's so pretty. It just brings me pure joy every time I wear it. I feel like such a classy lady when I wear this bag. I mean, me and my parents, we used to go to this super cozy cafe once in a while in our old hometown. It has a velvet interior. It's so cozy. They make great coffee. Every time we went there, I used to wear this bag because I feel like the mood of that cafe just suits the mood of this bag so well. The more you know, right? So I haven't worn it a lot in this past year, but definitely for events or kind of special occasions, I love to bring this one out. And it's one of my favorite bags. I feel like it fits so seamlessly into my wardrobe. And it's a gorgeous vintage piece. Last bag in my collection is my Chanel single flap jumbo. It's in the caviar leather with silver hardware. This bag I got as a graduation gift when I graduated with my master's from university. Got it from my parents. That was very, very kind of them. Thank you, mom and dad, if you're watching. Love you. I need to visit you more, I know. This bag obviously has the double chain strap as well. It is, like I said, in the single flap, which was especially what I wanted because I know the double flap Chanel jumbos can be very, very heavy. I don't really mind heavy bags, but already the jumbo and the single flap is quite heavy. And I know the double flap is even heavier, right? And I felt like the double flap takes up a lot of capacity from the bag, and the single flap is, for me, just where it's at. I mean, there's just something to be said about the older Chanel caviar bags, right? It has this kind of gorgeous sheen, but it's not too shiny like the newer Chanel caviar bags, right? Where they almost look like plastic. Chanel, what are you doing? And yeah, Chanel single flap. Really love this bag. Don't wear it that often, but every time I wear it, it's just a good outfit day, if you get what I'm saying. Just timeless classic bag, which I will never part with for my collection. So that's it. My 2022 luxury handbag collection. So my 17 bags that I've curated for the past decade, right? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel. I will, like I said, follow up with that Prada double review. And if there's anything you want to know specifically about these bags, please leave me a question in the comments below and I'll get back to you that way. And until my next video, stay safe, take care, and see you soon. Bye!